and I got the best dental advice, orthodontic advice from this client of ours just in the course of that conversation, which is one I would have never had or entertained that long pre-COVID. Hi, I'm Steve. I'm the CEO of Campus Store, and this is a video series about how to manage your company when the world outside of your company sort of seems like it's falling apart. This specific installment is about how to manage client relationships effectively when we're all working remotely, and most of our clients are too. So first very tactical thing we decided to do was get more people on our team involved in that management. What a better time to sort of educate and train some of your younger employees and newer employees to engage with clients. Because Campus Store, like a lot of companies, we're cost conscious. So when you think about client visits, conference attendance, you're thinking about how many badges do you buy, how many plane tickets do you buy, how many hotel rooms, times how many employees, and that expense pressure usually causes us to constrict the number of employees we'll take on client visits. Know where your clients are coming from right now. This is tough for all of us. And that means it's tough for your clients too. They're all different. Like I said, in Campus Store's case, we'll have clients with massive financial reserves and they're part of really large companies, and then we'll have really small financial institutions as well. We even have clients, think about whether your clients are taking corporate directive or not, whether they've been remote before or not. What's their P&L look like? What are their people feeling, and how can you sort of engage? There's a lot of thinking around the best way to build these relationships with your customers is to make that emotional connection. There are also some really practical adjustments that we've made in addition to building up the team that we use to engage and evaluating how our clients are doing. And that's in how we interact with our clients, sort of how we, and I'll say this specifically from the chair of a leader, how I'm interacting with our large accounts and the people that manage those accounts at my clients. I'm a self-proclaimed introvert, and typically for me, I would speak with clients on the phone pre-pandemic and sort of try to cut down the small talk and be very sort of linear to the point, and spend a lot of time talking about the crux of the relationship, but is not as much social stuff. On the flip side, I'd send clients typically long, detailed emails where I'd include some personal stuff, but they were sort of more verbose and long and trying to lay things out as well. And I have literally flipped that around when I interact with clients now. So now I'm sending emails that are much more to the point, much more summary in fashion, and in fact, very out of character for me, request a phone call. Now it might just be, hey, here's what I want to talk about. Hoping to get 15 minutes of your time. Can we talk about this? And that's been much more successful for me as an approach, I think, than listing out a long list of things in the email. If nothing else, it saves me some time, because now I'm just going to get on the phone and talk through those things instead of sending a sort of overwhelming and intimidating email that nobody's going to read anyway, and then they want to talk to me. I've texted 5,000% more with my clients in the pandemic and as we're working remotely than I did before. Certainly, it's a different medium of communication. We all got to be thoughtful about security and the topics we cover, but kind of going back to how I approach voice, you'll find, I'm sure I'm finding, that text it's more social than it is business-like, but it's very effective for keeping touch with clients. I find now that it's a nice supplement. It's a way to augment the relationship where I see a news story, I see something over the weekend, or experience something that I had talked socially with a client before. A quick text to let them know you're thinking about that conversation and enjoyed it, I find goes a long way. And then I think last, it's important to think about whether your clients are also comfortable with in-person interaction. And I think this is pretty polarizing right now, so the best advice I can give is be thoughtful. It's not the time, of course, for the pushy sales tactic. I'll be in town, I'll bring you donuts, I'll meet you here. I think clients will be pretty transparent with you about whether or not they're comfortable with that type of interaction. I will say that I find it to be a golden opportunity to interact with any clients to the extent you're safe and comfortable, and they are as well. It's a little unique, right? We're masks on, we're socially distanced, we're in a large conference room, but you can have conversation, and you can sort of have a conversation with a lower level of distraction than you did pre-pandemic. It's been challenging to think about, I have all these clients, here's how I thought I was going to engage with them all this year. How do I adjust that? I hope you take from that what you can. I think we're still learning at Campus Store. And these are a lot of things I wish I knew going in, but these adjustments have, I think, served us well thus far.